fellow Encompass members. At a recent family get-together, I was determined to change the way we communicate. No more complaining about aches and pains. No more ranting about the high price of gas. No more worrying about our parents. I wanted our conversations to be uplifting, inspiring, fun. If only I had a plan. My Toastmasters project is making a communication plan to communicate change. It suggests that you identify your audience, that you prepare a plan, you have an idea how you're going to go ahead, and you think about your tone. I'll get to that later. Now in this speech, I didn't really have a plan. I crashed and burned. But this is what I learned. In the evening after dinner, we were sitting around on the deck, and the conversation turned to corrupt corporations, greedy multinationals, insincere, dishonest, manipulative. And I sat back wondering, could I turn things around? So I jumped in and I talked about my trip out there, how I had taken the bus, the ferry, another bus, the Sky Train, and finally got driven to my sister's house. And wasn't it amazing? This infrastructure, so many moving parts and people managing and taking care of it, and that I was able to get from Langdale to Mission in 4 hours. And I wanted to just shift a little into, really, it is pretty good where we're living. Well, I might as well have stepped in front of a moving train, because when people are filled up with righteous indignation, they're not gonna just suddenly turn around into appreciation. No, I got mowed down. And I was thinking about this the next day. What did I do wrong? Like, what did I miss? Why had I failed in wanting to get people appreciative? Failed miserably. And then so the answer I got was surprising to me. One sister said, well, I feel like you're trying to change the way I am, that I'm not okay, that I have to talk a certain way. Now I have to watch what I say. It's like, oh my goodness. And so then I started to explain, well, it's fine to be angry. It's fine to be upset. It's a good thing to get upset. But when you want to come up with solutions, you want to be in a positive frame of mind. When you're, feeling good about things, when you're feeling connected, inspired, that's when the answers just start to pop, because that's where the answers are, in that frame of mind. So I went on and on and on till I saw my sister going, oh, I've got a migraine. Oh, I gotta go for a walk. I thought, oh, great. I've given my sister a headache. So we went for a walk through the woods, and the conversation became really uplifting, really enjoyable. As my sisters talked about how much they enjoy that our family is now so multicultural, so ethnically diverse, and all these adorable grandchildren and great-grandchildren in our family. This is wonderful. Well, I made the mistake of pointing this out. And like, oh, now you're going for a walk and now you're talking really positive. And I think my tone must have been a little preachy maybe, or a little patronizing. It didn't go over the way I wanted to. So I came home and read over my project, my changing communication plan, and about tone. There's 4 different kinds of tone. There's light-hearted, when you want to talk about some new amenity, something fun that people are going to experience, and like a nice change. There's stern when you're going to talk about how people are going to be enforcing the rules, that kind of change. There's professional when you want to say there's going to be a change in roles, that someone else will be taking over a particular role. There's that kind of change. There's also comforting when someone has experienced a loss. There's nothing in there about kind of know-it-all preachy older sister tone. This is the good time for me to talk about my plan. I decided that from now on, I was going to work on active listening, appreciative inquiry, notice when there's an opportunity for dialogue. These are all Toastmasterly skills, things that we're learning to be really good at. Second of all, if a conversation comes up that I just don't want to be a part of, I'll find a reason to leave. Oh, sorry, I've got to use the bathroom, or oh, got to get a drink of water, or oh, sorry, I've got to get this. And third, just go for walks. Lots of walks. Don't spend too much time sitting around talking. And the biggest thing I've noticed since I've been actually practicing this in phone conversations is how intelligent and open-minded and compassionate and interesting and inspiring my family is, and how I don't need to change a thing. Thank you. Oh.